In this video, we're going to be going on one of the biggest cruise ships in the world, eating the most exquisite food at sea, partying it up late at night, and working out at sea and playing basketball and hooping on Royal Caribbean's newer ships, the Wonder of the Seas. But right now, we don't even know what time to get on this cruise ship. Hopefully we can figure out what time we're supposed to show up at the port of Miami. And cruising here with me, we've got a bunch of light-skinned freeloaders. All right, here's my sister right here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bree.
You ready to be famous on the internet?
Sure.
Yo, how much money you pay to go on this cruise?
$300?
$300? These people ain't pay nothing. They didn't pay nothing to come on this cruise. They ain't spend no money. This girl ain't swiped a debit card in her whole life. She talking about my nose is running because I'm sick of paying for y'all to travel nonstop. So I was able to book this hotel. We're at the Holiday Inn, Miami West. This was the cheapest hotel that didn't look dangerous. It is noon. I'm pretty sure some people are already at the cruise terminal. People that got plans. People that are organized. Meanwhile, we got this person here and this person here. We supposed to be getting on the boat right now, and we out having breakfast. Right, so my mom has been waiting forever to go on a cruise. What time are we supposed to be on this cruise?
You were supposed to check in early.
Women always blaming the men, even your own mother. Okay, it's 12:45, and we are still at this restaurant. My sister is doing random side quest. I think she went sightseeing at Publix because she's never been in Publix before. And people are already on the cruise ship. We are like probably, I don't know how far. We might be like 40 minutes from the cruise terminal, but I guess we'll see the ship at some point today. Okay, so we got 3 people on this cruise. We got 2 cabins. Nobody here has been on a cruise before, so we got no idea what to do. And Royal Caribbean, they did not make it easy telling us what time to show up at this boat. They didn't tell us what the costumes or the outfits were for the theme nights. They didn't tell us about the clothes until like the last day before I saw like a little post or something that said like the toga party, the white party, and the 70s and 80s, 90s night are like on these days. But yo, it's a lot of information and it's not too obvious on what to do. All this money I paid and then how much I paid was not that much. I think my room was $650 for the room with the fake window, and then for the balcony suite, it was like a little bit over $1,000 for 2 people. Yo, it's like 2 o'clock. We just now getting in the Uber to leave this place. People are already on the cruise ship, and we still here. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We probably gonna be like one of the last 100 few people to get on the boat, unless people just running late for no reason whatsoever. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the terminal and see how to check in. We really should have I should have watched the video on how to get on the cruise ship. All I did was pay. I just booked the cabins and I did not look at nothing else. All right, we in downtown Miami. Downtown Miami, we must be getting close to the cruise port. But what are those? Okay, we finally here to check in. And when y'all ride over to the terminal, make sure y'all know some Spanish, because we had about 5 Uber drivers in a row that couldn't speak no English. Luckily, I speak a tiny portion of Spanish, so I could talk a little bit. Hey, looky there, what's that? That thing is huge. Take the escalator.
Take the escalator?
Yeah. Hey, we don't be in the gym for no reason. People always trying to do stuff the easy way. Yo, the boat is so tall, we can't even see the top of the boat from where we at checking in. Pretty sure it's a few more decks up on top of there that you can't even see. Yeah, so none of my family members checked in, so we had to come on over here on this other line and do some extra waiting. Yeah, so none of us had a boarding pass. And my mom and sister didn't even bother checking in for the cruise. They had to go over here and check in and get their boarding pass, which didn't take that much longer. It probably took like an extra 10 minutes to get that stuff. Okay, my mom, she been waiting for decades to go on a cruise, and now we finally here. Okay, you excited?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's it. You've been waiting all this time to get on this cruise ship, and that's all you got to say?
I'm so excited.
It's hot
We are like inches away from getting on the boat. My sister been holding us up all day. She been holding us up for like 3-4 hours to get in this boat, and we like 10 feet away from getting on the boat, and she had to run to the bathroom and hold us up again. Got me held up with that raggedy breakfast this morning, and now she holding us up one last time before we can get on this boat. But we are about to go off and set sail. Going good. Okay, we finally on the boat. I can see the bar is lifting. Okay, I paid for this room, so I'm walking in first. Okay, so we got an ocean view balcony cabinet here. This is the cheapest balcony room I could find. So for scale, my sister is here in the living portion. She's quite large, so to give you. Okay, I didn't even know this was in here. They put Conair. That's the cheapest hair dryer they make. A mini, yo, I've watched so many Royal Caribbean videos. I had no idea there was a mini fridge. I had no idea there was a mini fridge on these boats. They're USB. Why they got USB on here? The USB is out of date. I wanted to see if the sofa was a pull-out sofa, but it's not. The cruise terminal itself is pretty big, but it was not too crowded when we got here. Look at this. Yeah, my mom been asking for a balcony on a cruise forever, and now she got one, and she complaining already, talking about, ooh, it's hot out there. It's hot outside. The sun's hot on my light skin. And then my sister, she already gave up this whole vacation. She was like, it's too much going on. Okay, I'm walking to my cabin right now. This hallway is very long. They said this ship was as long as 3 football fields. And it might be. Made it to my room, not too hard to find. Although mine is like in the middle of the ship and not off to the sides like almost all the other rooms are. Yeah, go ahead. Keys are at the door for when I get there. Okay, so my cabin is like right behind Central Park. So, and honestly, my room is not a balcony, no windows, which is cool for me because I went to my mom's room. They got a balcony. Their place was hot. It was hot in there. You know, first thing I want to do now that we're here in the middle of the ship, I need to find the basketball court. Been wanting to throw down some dunks, get some dunks on tape. I gotta just figure out how to get to like the top floor now. Okay, I've been outside for like 30 seconds. I think, yo, this cruising probably ain't for me. This ship is like just flooded with people. Look, people everywhere. Good luck trying to find a spot to sit down or even find a spot to even breathe at. Look at this, even the basketball court is not safe. Every single place you look around, there's like 100 people everywhere. I think I saw 100 people in the hot tub, 100 people in the pool. Yeah, we not gonna be eating here. I think this place was fully booked. My sister walked out of the cabin and walked around the ship for like 2 minutes. She went back to the room and was like, this is overwhelming. She was like, it's too many people. Okay, it's just beyond packed on this ship right now. I wonder, was it this packed on the Titanic when it went down in the ocean? It might have been. Yo, I just pray there's no music playing back here. Just one spot where there's no music. Look, it's chairs back here. Okay, so I have managed to find the only quiet spot on this entire cruise ship, so I can sit here and actually do some talking. Yeah, it is super crowded here. I'm like dying of thirst. I think just to even find water or something to drink is probably gonna take me probably like 20 minutes at the minimum. Although I did get this burrito. There was some guy walking around with like a basket of burritos. So I did get this at the Loco Fresh place. People were there grabbing food, but it was just so crowded. It was at least probably like a 30-minute wait just to make a taco. We got like 15 minutes until we have the sail away party, so I'm gonna go out there and do some dancing. If there's some room on the dance floor, if it's not, we're gonna make some room. And speaking of people, I just see some freeloaders back there in the background. Yeah, you recognize them people back over there? You recognize those light-skinned faces in the background? Hey, Ma! Ma! My mom said the boat's crazy. I've been on this boat for like 10 minutes. I'm already ready to leave. And also, this solarium, they said it was air conditioning in here. That is very generous. Yeah, it is hot in here. That's generous phrasing.
We had the heat up. Like, I thought this was supposed to be a hot tropical area.
Yeah, it's like, in the solarium, it's like a sauna inside of here. I normally don't sweat. But when I walked in here, I started sweating. We are splitting a burrito because getting any other food is too much work on this shipwreck. It's gonna be like a 30 plus minute wait to get any other food. I think all I saw was Local Fresh, and they said they walked past the pizza place that had like the longest line of any place here in the whole ship. So yo, that Cellaway party finna get started in about 3 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and check that out. I need to find my mom. I keep losing her. I think I'm gonna try to give him a call or something. I have lost my mom and my sister. I found you can dance in the pool. Hopefully I can even hear what I'm saying, because this music is out and they got this music blasting on this boat. Okay, so we are on the Wonder of the Seas at Royal Caribbean to see if I can still dunk basketball or not. So let's go ahead and throw down some dunks and hit some flips. After hooping, playing some basketball, and dancing, my back was already getting tight on me, so I went to the gym and did some yoga stretches, go ahead and try to alleviate my back, because we got plenty of partying and plenty of shows and lots of walking to do. So I wanted to make sure my back can survive another 2 days. You know, this cruise is only 3 nights. I thought it was going to be a little bit short, but I'm feeling tired already, so. When we first got on the boat, it was super crowded, but the crowds have magically dispersed after the Cellaway party. And then I still have no idea, like, when and where to eat at. Okay, we just walked into the Windjammer. There's actually so much food, I can't even decide what to eat. Okay, so I finally asked somebody that works on the boat where I can eat at, and they said to come to the Windjammer and get some buffet food from over here, which some of the food looked questionable, like nobody was touching that fried chicken, and I don't blame them, but we got some very basic selections here. I got a burger, crab cake, mashed potato. Hey man, y'all, I've been here at this restaurant eating for like 20 minutes. My motivation to move is so low. We got that show intense in 30 minutes. I don't feel like going nowhere. I just want a hot shower and a nap. I must be getting old. I was planning on going to them late night parties tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Yo, it's my first time even walking through this part of the boat. There's so much stuff on here. I probably could have not even came down there until the second day. So we got the intense show at 8 o'clock. My mom and my sister are supposed to supposedly be there already. We're gonna find out when we get there. I have my doubts. I'm skeptical. It's like the ship just keeps going. It keeps going. There's no end. Shopping mall, water park, amusement park, theater venues. Okay, looks like I'm the first person from my party here at the water show. My mom and my sister, they back there, back behind me and stuff. The reservations, they'll let you come in before the regular guests, but that's only if you show up early. So if you guys are late, they're gonna let the regular people that did not make reservations come in before you. So be ready. Although I haven't seen a good show in a while. Last time I saw some good shows was at Universal Studios, at Epic Universe, and over at Universal Studios Orlando. So hopefully be excited to see some high quality productions going on
Good evening and welcome to this evening's performance. Before we begin, we'd like to share a few important reminders to ensure safe. Please set all phones and electronic devices to silent and keep aisles clear at all times.
Hey, Mom, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm anticipating intenseness.
Hey, well, she says she thinks it's going to be intense. I went to the buffet earlier, like an hour ago.
Where's the buffet?
Yeah, by the pool. By the astronaut guy. He was basically looking at the buffet. I had some crab cakes, I had mashed potatoes, some pulled pork. It was like average. Yeah, I really thought the pool was going to be way bigger. This is a very small pool for them to be doing stunts inside of. If you've been to Water World at Universal Studios LA, that pool is like 100 times, probably more than 100 times bigger than this. How is it that me and you both went to a buffet and ate, and Brown is just sitting around starving, just wasting away? Probably. Okay, so we just got done watching Intense, the water show. The show was about an hour long. I think they started like 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. And the choreography was really good. I think there was like a few songs that were slow and not as exciting. Interpretive dance, I'm looking at you, but pretty much 55 out of that hour performance was really good. I felt tired just watching the performers because they were really putting a lot of energy behind the performance. And it was not the same thing the entire show, but they had different stuff. Acrobats, people diving, people dancing, swimming, gymnastics. I don't know what it's called, but they stick their leg out the water and swim upside down. But yeah, they kept changing it up throughout the whole show, and it was really good. Happy we came and watched it. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Even had a lot of really good song choices. I thought the music for the show was better than the Celebrate Party. My mom wants to go see a Earth, Wind, and Fire show, whatever that means. Guess we're gonna find out when we get there. The stage has got some good technology, like this technology with the stage, with the platform raising up and down, with the water effects. I even recognized some equipment that I've used, like in the film industry, for different shoots and stuff, and it was all very, very impressive. The stuff that they pulled off with this rather, I guess, smallest stage back here. The stage is not the biggest, but they definitely made it exciting with the space that they had.
I would have stayed longer, but
Yeah, my mom abandoned us and got dinner by herself. Why'd you go eat at the main hall by yourself for dinner?
because you were late meeting me someplace. We were supposed to eat dinner together before the show.
Y'all see that now? It's my fault. that she left, abandoned us, and I got dinner alone. Always my fault, apparently. And then my sister, she been missing meals. You can't tell by looking at her. She's missed a few meals today, so she says. Yo, they got some benches here, but like one thing I wish they had more of is like more places to sit down. My like back is like hurting from just like being on my feet for so long today, mainly from playing basketball. Playing basketball was a mistake. All those dunks, filming those dunks in the basketball court, I knew my back was gonna be in pain for at least the next 4 or 5 days. I'm getting old. I still got that muscle memory to like stick my elbow in the rim, but my like spine is aging rapidly. Yo, they got a whole candy shop out here. I had no idea. How many other stores are like on this ship that I had no idea were even on here? I only thought they had restaurants on here. They got a whole candy shop. Do not let your kids see this place. If you're trying to save some money, them kids will come in here and they will bust a check. They will bust a check. They will keep your kids, keep your wife out of here. They will bust about $30, $40 in here. So, Brianna, did you and your big back enjoy the show? I'm pretty sure the people behind us couldn't see nothing.
I had a fantastic time. 10 out of 10 rating. They ate that up. It was very impressive, very energetic, very intense. Hence the name of the show. It felt like Cirque du Soleil on water. I think they did a phenomenal job. So, yeah, if y'all come on Royal Caribbean, y'all should check it out because they ate it up. 10 out of 10. We'll recommend to a friend. But yeah, phenomenal. Felt like I was in Las Vegas.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen an interpretive dance degree come in handy for something. I don't know if people are making a bunch of money with them dance degrees, but... Welcome to day number 2 on Wonder of the Seas, where I'm taking my light-skinned mama and my big back sister. The perfect day at Coco Cay. I get to go to the gym and lift heavy, and we compete with other guests in a game show. Yo, the whole gym is shaking right now. The ceiling's about to cave in. This raggedy ship's about to sink.
It feels like home.
Okay, I was not even planning on stopping for breakfast, but the breakfast at the Solarium Bistro looked so good. I was like, man, I cannot bypass this food today. So we went ahead and stopped. I got some of these delicious food choices. They had people making fresh, ready-to-made omelets. I got me some delicious-looking French toast, honey-baked ham, some eggs with tomato sauce, a blueberry muffin, and some smoked salmon. I know they have juice for free if you don't buy any of the upgraded drink packages, and all these free drinks definitely do suck, especially that lemonade. Always pains my soul how people can mess up lemonade. It's one of the easiest drinks to get right. Actually, I tried to buy the refreshment package the day before we set sail on the cruise, but I guess they closed stuff on the app like the day before you set sail. But, you know, like the Solarium is so nice this morning. I've been here for like an hour. This breakfast was excellent. This is probably like, I'd say like an 8.5 out of 10 for like how good this breakfast is. That breakfast was absolutely incredible, being out over the ocean with excellent food right in front of the beach with barely anybody out this morning. Well, there's people now. It's about 8 a.m. right now, so people did start to show up later, but around 7, it was vacant. That's what I look for. I like a getaway where I can actually get away from everybody else. Okay, this cruise is so overdue. I had bought 7 cruise tickets back in 2020, but you know, the whole pandemic happened back then, so all those cruises got canceled, so couldn't even go. It's about 6 years later, and we finally on the cruise ship. Okay, here, they got putt-putt golf out here. Oh, I must be getting big. I remember these things used to look so big when I was a kid. Now, I gotta bend over. I gotta bend all the way over if I want, you know, hit me a ball with one of these putt-putts. Well, there's so much stuff back here. I'm trying to get it all in one shot, but the zip line here, they got the Abyss slide that goes all the way down. There's a little child's playground over here and stuff. There's the putt-putt golf. There's that Loco Fresh. There's the basketball court. There's ping pong. There's the kids club over there in the corner. And we are directly above the Windjammer. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna ride any slides this whole time I'm here. Just because I'm so busy with like filming stuff, I will always have like a camera on me or like a backpack or laptop or something. So no water slides, no dry slides, not any type of slides. I'm just here to just be filming non-stop. 100. I like they have the kids club next to stuff that the teenagers want to do, like play basketball, play soccer. Last night they had a whole like dodgeball tournament. They got ping pong, lots of stuff to keep them active. And this place is open way later than I thought it would be. It's open until 1 o'clock in the morning. I guess they're like, you know what, these parents need a break away from these bad kids.
Take a trip around your body. Boy, I love the way you got me. Starry-eyed.
Okay, I found them. I tracked them down. I knew these big backs would have been in here getting some food. Look at this big back. One plate wasn't enough.
This is my first plate.
One plate wasn't enough.
This is my first plate.
Her first plate is 2 plates. Yep. So my mom and my sister said they was up until 2 o'clock in the morning, clubbing it up. They said after that Earth, Wind, and Fire show, they went and saw 2 more shows and went to a club and was dancing in the lobby. I probably went to sleep 4 hours before they did. And,
Like a weenie.
and somehow they up moving around in mobile. Okay, it's 8:30 a.m. in the morning. They opened up the gangway for people to go ahead and go to the beach like 30 minutes ago. I know my mom and sister, they paid to go to the beach club. Yeah, so we at the Windjammer. It's flooded in here. I'm not coming back here for breakfast ever again. Can't even walk around through here, it's so crowded. It's like it's giving me flashbacks to the freaking Magic Kingdom. I think that place couldn't walk through there either.
Upside down, spinning around you. Wanna taste the clouds, dance with the
Okay, I was walking through here and they have all these real plants, living walls, and plants all over the place, statue. And there's another astronaut here in the park. And they do have a lot of like fake sounds here. They do sound pretty fake. We just got back to the room. I just met the guy that was taking care of the room. His name is Imade. He is from Indonesia and he left a tail animal. How cool is that? Okay, we about to go to the beach. One more thing, if you want to shoot some vlogs while you're out here on a cruise, make sure you bring the wind cover because the wind is like gusting. Getting hit with these gale force winds, just walking up off the boats. Okay, we finally made it to the perfect day at Coco Cay. What you got? What you gonna do today?
Rumba.
That's it. Some dancing, some drinking, and sweating. I think you're sweating already.
I am.
I see. I can see your nose. Your nose is getting all sweaty. Okay, we just got to Coco Cay. This place, for some reason, is way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I think the water park is just like a very small portion of the actual island size. Maybe like 20% of the island is the water park, and then it's just like a bunch of other stuff. Okay, Mom, where you walking to right now?
We're heading over to Chill Island. I think Laguna Beach. I think there's 3 beaches actually on this side of the park. As soon as you get off the boat, you go left. You hit all the free beaches. Towards the back of the beach is the Club Beach. And then over to the right for the adults is Hideaway. And then a water park is in the middle.
And then Brown don't even know what's going on.
I'm just here for vibes.
Look at that big forehead. She up there blocking the whole screen. I know my back hurts already. It's only the second day.
Because you're big. You're big.
Man, yeah, I'm not a beach person whatsoever. I feel like you seen these shoes cost $30. I can buy 50 more pairs of shoes. It's okay. But I feel like if you've seen one beach, you've seen them all. Except for those beaches in Texas, which are truly horrendous. I don't even know if you could call what they have in Texas a beach. I'm sorry, no hate against Texans. Your state just sucks. But that's okay. And that's why the houses are so cheap there. Borderline gotta pay people to live in Texas.
I love your shoes.
Oh, thank you.
That's the coldest beach water I've ever been.
Lies. It can't be colder than California. I just know this early. You're not gonna see no brothers out there in the water. You're gonna get frostbite. It's pretty nice out here. Water looks lovely, looks beautiful. There's fish out here swimming in the water. Apparently the water is super cold. I ain't touched it yet. My sister said it was ice cold. We're gonna just keep on walking around and see what else they got out here. But it's pretty busy. Lots of people in the water. I think we might, probably before we get back on the ship, I'll probably go ahead and jump in the water. I just don't want to mess up my hair right now. For this hair, I paid like $250 for this hairstyle, so. Yo, like this hair cost like half as much money as this cruise. I think the cruise was only like $550 on cheapcruises.com. That's not what I paid, but I could have paid as low as $550 to be here right now this weekend in the Bahamas. What do you think about the beach so far?
Well, there's quite a few fish out in the water. I had to walk out a little ways to see them, but there's a lot of fish out there actually.
Shack to grab some food, all complimentary. They got burgers, fries, chicken sandwiches, and some funnel cake at the beach. Very nice. I'm still sticking to my statement that all these included drinks suck. Like they pushing you to get that drink package, because this right here, the levels of mediocrity with these included drinks. This is some mango flavored water or something. It's like they made the juice and just like filled it up halfway with water and juice combined together. Okay, we by the game area. They got chess, volleyball. Yo, people on these cruise ships really like ping pong. I think I've seen people playing ping pong non-stop since we've been on this venture. Yo, we just walked up to the Oasis Lagoon. I was like, why is it so crowded here? And it's because they got a swim-up bar. And you know, people is here to drink. They're not letting that drink package go to waste. Oh, this is not my type of area. Keep me far away from the bar. I don't even like alcohol or drunk people. Oh, finally, the place I've been looking for. South Beach. Okay, we made it to South Beach. This one seems to be the most crowded, even though I don't know how everybody got over here. This is like the furthest beach from the cruise ships. Okay, we on South Beach. I didn't think this place was gonna be this crowded because this is the furthest point away from where the cruise ships actually docks at, but it's still flooded with people over here. Even though it's flooded, it seems like a fun time. People over here playing volleyball, basketball, ping pong. Lots of family activities going on. I don't see nobody sloppy drunk over here. I think that's over at the Oasis bar where people are getting sloppy drunk at. I feel like we've been here for so long. It's only 11:45 a.m. Still got another 5 hours to go. I think I'm probably gonna head to the ship early. Okay, we headed back to the ship right now. I don't know why. Just sitting around all these people doing nothing all day just gives me anxiety, even if I'm on vacation. You know, I just took a 3-hour nap in the middle of the day right after Coco Cay. So next we're gonna go hit the gym, work out, wake up a little bit, and hopefully tonight I can actually stay up and hit the club. There we go, Vitality at Sea Spa and Fitness. They got a bar to the right, a nail salon, hair salon. We're not doing no massages this time, but next time, definitely. So we're in the gym right now. We're gonna do a quick back and bicep workout. Get the biceps and the arms looking good before we go back on the top deck. So we're gonna warm up with 100 pull-ups. Okay, so at this gym, they have the same equipment as LA Fitness. I do not like Lifetime machines whatsoever. If I had to give them a rating, I would give them like a 4 out of 10. I'm selfish and narcissist. I'm responsive and I'll quit. I'll fall flat right on my face. Bring the world when I'm on my dick. No, I'm not perfect. I said I was gonna warm up with 100 pull-ups. We hit about 60, 70 pull-ups, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next move. I want to say it is definitely nowhere near enough 45s in here. My dad, watch me end up like him. I don't worry about the dead. Watch me end up like them. Okay, I like lifting heavy on back, but I don't even think there's enough 45s on this side of the gym for me to actually even lift too heavy. I've been eating so much junk food. I'm tired, man.
And I wish I could forget. And I wish I could forget.
Yo, honestly, where I live at downtown Atlanta, the LA Fitness there probably has like the same amount of equipment as this gym on this cruise ship. And it's the exact same equipment as at my home gym. Like I said, this is the exact same equipment they got at LA Fitness. Before I even got here, I already knew they weren't gonna have no like free weights for bench press or for squats or anything like that. I think they think the likelihood of people getting hurt is entirely too high. And they're probably right.
I can feel the moment, things change, like a city is past, things fade, still I hold it close to my chest, watch it slip right out of my hands. Treading dark waters, these days, all we do is come misery, and now it feels so far away, and all that.
Hey, one thing, if you're doing drop sets or you're doing some work fast, one thing I tell myself, if you tired, then do it tired. And we definitely tired, so let's go ahead, knock out 10 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go again. All right, sensational. Our ship, we just set sail, so we are moving slowly out of Coco Cay at the moment. I can definitely feel the entire boat shaking right now as we set sail out of here. You know, I thought I wasn't gonna like this cruise stuff, but this cruise has actually been pretty nice since we've been out here. Okay, they got an activity area in the back over here, which I think they had a seminar in here earlier because there was definitely a bunch of girls in here rubbing their necks when I first walked in here. And then I can only imagine this is where they have like Pilates at and the classes. Oh, well, I didn't even see this in here. They got a whole spin class. You see, it's like the more you walk around, the more stuff you see. Body Scope Boot Camp, they probably got several classes in here because I see dumbbells and stuff in here as well. And knowing these rich white women, they probably got Pilates in here as well going on in this back class. And yo, like I said, LA Fitness equipment everywhere. I don't like this machine. I don't like this. I don't like any of this over here. But yeah, for this gym, we're giving this gym like I'm gonna have to go with like a 6 out of 10. Yo, the whole gym is shaking right now because we are, like I said, the boat's moving right now, but it's like the roof is about to cave in at the gym because it's just shaking in here so much. Like you can see, you can see the ceiling in here just shaking like a freaking leaf. There we go. There's a spot right there. Dude's trying to make some money. This is all the motivation you need to make money right here. This is the motivation, the salon, the spa. Your wife will come here and spend so much money. So much money. Hey, before we got on this trip, I was struggling to find a video on YouTube that covered all the activities on this cruise ship. And like now I know there's like it's too many activities on this one ship for like one person to come here and like actually film everything. But we did just work out, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some pizza. Oh yeah.
Where did the flame go?
Okay, we stopped at Sorrento's to grab some pizza after the gym. Yo, this cheese pizza is not it. But the barbecue chicken pizza was delicious. But this cheese pizza is just like utter mediocrity. I wish I was back in New York. Somebody please bring me some New York style pizza. You know, I was just talking about trying to find the piano guy, and we just bumped into him. How are you? Oh, I'm good. How you doing?
Are you? How many songs today?
Let me see. You guys, John Legend?
One more key. No, that's not bad though.
We found the Piano Man, and he's not on the elevator. Thank goodness. The elevator's congested enough as is, but he's just out here by the elevator, by the Windjammer playing. I asked for John Legend. My mom, she didn't have no request at all. Like, you couldn't think of a song that you wanted the Piano Man to play. All the songs you listen to.
I do love Hans Zimmerman.
Okay, I'll ask him. You know any pieces by Hans Zimmer?
Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, any.
These ones. Hans Zimmer, right?
You see, this man's the truth. Yeah. Solid. Yeah, my mom wanted to come check out Central Park at nighttime. I was here this morning, and they had the bird sounds chirping with the ambience, making it sound like it's a real jungle in here. But I guess they cut the bird sounds off at nighttime, because ain't nothing in here chirping right now. They got a live performance going on. We gotta do some quiet talking, because they playing with a live guitar. I'm trying to whisper. I guess I whisper quite loud and aggressively. You're shushing louder than my whispering. Okay, I'm racing my mom and sister up the stairs. And like, of course, when I want to race up the stairs, the elevator popped up instantly for them. Oh, yeah, beat them fools up here. Okay, it's almost time for that white party. I went ahead and put my white on. My mom grabbing her some food. Yo, the stir fry was smelling too good, so I had to stop and then grab some food from over here. Okay, so it's almost time for the white party, or the white night. I don't even know what's going on tonight. I don't know if it's a party with everybody wearing white and dancing. I know people wearing white for some reason. I best believe that. They bring all these white outfits to just sit around and do nothing. So I got stir fry, beef noodles. I got this extra spicy. The guy cooking it looked a little bit apprehensive. He was like, "You sure you wanted this spicy?" I was like, "I need my food seasoned." I'm not like these other ethnicities that don't like spicy and don't like seasoning on my food. Yeah, my mother is obsessed with this place. I've been trying to drag her to like any other place to get some food, but she's obsessed with every single meal being at the Windjammer. Which I don't even like this spot. It's always crowded and packed in here. And little kids are walking around coughing and sneezing all over all the food and everything. Real quick, it's day number 2 of the cruise, and boredom is already kicking in rather quickly. It's nighttime and ain't too much going on except live music, live bands, live jazz music, live Latin music. Big person, I hate concerts. I don't like being around a bunch of people. I don't like sitting around just doing nothing. I feel like I need to be doing something. I need to be doing something 24/7. So we on this ship right now, under the seas, with no add-ons whatsoever. Yeah, Central Park, baby. There it is. There it is. Like I said, we out here. Live music every second of the night. Okay, day 2 boredom. I think one reason we might be bored is we did not even pay for the Wi-Fi. Can't even use my phones. Is it possible to not be bored if you have no internet on your phone for 3 days? Music plays, more live music. That's it, live music everywhere.
We got Giorgio's and we got Sergi tonight.
Okay, I know you guys can barely see me. It's dark out here, but we on the balcony. Yo, I paid all this money so these people could see the sea on the balcony. And during the daytime, the balcony's blocked by the other cruise ships, so you can't even see anything. And then at nighttime, it's so dark, you can't see anything out here either. What I pay all this money for out here?
Now, gentlemen, you probably hear this quite often. I need you to make it bigger. As big as you can, please. You are?
Okay, the front of the ship.
The front and?
The other half.
You are?
The music guy dying.
Oh my word. And you are?
Leonardo
that part of the
DiCaprio.
What's his name in the movie?
Jack.
You are?
And Rose.
or water slide.
What a great vacation you're having. You are? I'm also a slide.
The top of the slide.
I'm going down the slide.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Patrick Queen name?
Jennifer.
Give it up for Jennifer! Jennifer, what do you do for a living?
I'm a stripper.
You're a stripper?
Okay, so we just left Studio B. We're probably there for like 2.5 hours, but I was complaining about being bored and not having nothing to do. But the shows were pretty good. I think the live entertainment just puts me to sleep. Well, not the live entertainment, but the live music just puts me to sleep. But the studio was entertaining. The battle of the sexes, just from the name of the show, I thought it was going to be boring, but it was actually very entertaining. And then Adventure Quest, that show was also even better than the Battle of the Sexes show in terms of like keeping the audience engaged and entertained for an entire 45 minutes. I don't even know if it was an hour or not. But that was cool. These big backs over here need to go to bed. I'm about to get some, see if I can even get food at this time. Yo, the party started at the club. They was blasting music. I think we stayed at the club for like maybe 15 minutes. The club was very boring. Had to get up out of there. I'll just say I'm in Atlanta. We don't have the music they was playing at the club is not what they play at the club in Atlanta. Thank goodness. The club would be making no money in Atlanta if they was playing the music they was playing on this cruise ship. But I guess they got to keep it unseasoned in the club. No seasoning on that music. Y'all, one thing they don't mention on this boat, they got the AC blasting. It is, the AC is on maximum levels of coldness. I'm freezing to death on this boat. But I keep my house on 80 degrees, so I'm probably used to it just being hot at all times versus regular people. It's like, it has to be like 65 degrees inside of this whole ship. If I wasn't wearing like pants and long sleeves, I'd be suffering right now. And I'm happy with that one sweater I brought. It's keeping me warm the first day. But it's cold. At the top of the boat outside is cold. The wind's gusting and blowing. Inside the ship is cold because apparently Royal Caribbean ain't got no problem paying the air conditioning bill around here. Okay, we at the end of the second day went ahead and walked my mom and big back sister back to the cabin. And I am off to bed. I have no idea what to do in Nassau tomorrow. I think I might walk around, and that might be it. Because I ain't got no money left. So I think I might just stay in the boat and do boat activities. So they had a bunch of stuff to do on this boat, which I already paid for everything. I paid for all the complimentary stuff on the boat, which complimentary sounds funny after you've spent like almost $2,000. So yeah, gonna see what I can find to do on the boat tomorrow. Got lucky with the shows tonight, so we had a fun, exciting night tonight. Tomorrow, I don't see too much going on. Welcome to day number 3 on Wonder of the Seas, where I'm going surfing, I'm going ice skating, I'm hitting trivia with a bunch of old people, and I'm going to the gym to torture myself with some heavy weights. Then we watch a world-class ice skating show, and we have our final dinner with my light-skinned mom and my big back sister at the main dining hall, and I do all this without stepping foot off the cruise ship.
There ain't no poor people on here. This ain't Carnival. The Dollar General of the Seas right there.
Today, my mom, my sister, they headed out to Nassau to do some tours and some excursions. Me, like I said, I ain't got no money, so we're not leaving this boat today. I'm gonna stay on the boat all day. You can see Nassau in the background back behind me, but I'm not getting off this ship. We're gonna see if I can have fun. Yesterday was kind of boring because I didn't bother checking out the cruise planner, see what activities they had going on today. Let's go ahead and get started with the first activity.
The way she moves, she ruthless. She straight to the point like a toothpick. She asked me to take us a photo, only if I continue to root Chris. She laughed and said, that's funny though, we got a deal if you bring the music. We put a cups in the air like we don't care, like we in the...
Okay, we just did a ride on the Flow Rider on the back of the top of the ship. I think there were about 12 people in line this morning in front of me when I got here, but it took about a 30-minute wait for me to go. But yeah, like I said, my family, they're headed to Nassau doing a tour. I'm hitting activities on the boat. Fun first activity that probably just killed an hour of my day. And next, we're gonna go to the gym and hit a quick workout before you do some more activities. Okay, yo, doesn't look like I'm wearing this big old hat in the background as a hat. What's this from? From Monopoly? I think so.
My cup, do you wanna see the sun and have some fun?
Okay, so we decided to stop at Johnny Rockets for breakfast this morning. Honestly, only reason I'm here is because I'm tired of the complimentary juice being so mediocre. I was like, okay, this actual restaurant, like chain restaurant, should have some better juices. And the juices here do taste better than at the Solarium and at the Windjammer. And we got French toast and bacon, so gonna see how this tastes this morning. Okay, so we just had breakfast at Johnny Rockets. Breakfast was solid. The juice there tasted fantastic. Yo, I've been craving some juice that does not taste super cheap the whole time I've been on this cruise. So orange juice, apple juice was great. The French toast, solid. The solid breakfast there. Okay, we're doing movie trivia at Spotlight Bar. It's 30 minutes, so we're gonna fly through these and see how many movie quotes we can get right. I think there's 20. Yo, I thought this movie trivia was supposed to be easy. I don't know any of these movies. I'm the king of the world. What movie is this?
Say hello to my real friend.
Tony Montana. Okay, I know this one. Say hello to my little friend. Okay, we halfway through the movie trivia. It's a lot of old movies in here. I'd say if you under the age of 30, stay out this room unless you just watch Turner Classic Movies.
Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make.
Dang, I was hoping we could get at least half of these right, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We're probably gonna get 30% of this movie trivia correct. Houston, we have a problem. How do I not know this? Houston, we have a problem. I should know this.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Man, y'all, I'm ashamed. How do I not know these quotes? Okay, so we just did the movie trivia, which I thought was gonna be relatively easy. Yo, that trivia was hard. I thought I was gonna get at least half of them right. I got 8 out of 30 correct. Somebody got 29 out of 30 films. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But on to the next. Okay, we just ran back to the room to go ahead and put on some pants and some long sleeves so I can actually do the ice skating. You know, I actually forgot they even had ice skating on this ship. This is like the last thing I thought I would be doing on the ocean is ice skating. Okay, I just signed the waiver and I'm gonna be on the ice pretty soon. Hopefully I don't run over any small kids while I'm out there skating around. It's not the biggest skating rink, but it's big enough to hit some laps and get some speed while skating. Okay, we just got done ice skating for like 2 or 3 minutes out here in the skating ring. The process was easy, didn't need a reservation, no nothing. I guess because it's not busy, I just walked up and was able to sign the waiver and come down and start skating pretty much immediately. In the back, they do got a section with ice skating, shoes, helmets, knee pads, elbow pads. I don't even think they really checked for the knees and elbow pads, but I put them things on because I didn't feel like getting hurt. You know, I get hurt enough as is just trying to lift heavy weights at the gym, so I don't need other injuries coming from nowhere else.
All right, big dog. It's finally time to hit the gym today. It's time to torture yourself with some weights. And today, we'll be doing it on a cruise ship. We get mental toughness from the gym, going to the gym and doing things you don't want to do. and doing them over and over again for long periods of times. These are the ways that you callous your mind and become tough. That's why we go to the gym. We don't go to the gym for muscles or to impress girls or none of that stuff. We go to the gym so that we can make our minds tough, which is gonna make our lives easier. Anything you want to do, if you can go to that gym and you can torture yourself, you can do whatever.
I like to joke around at these gyms that nobody touches the 100s. We did the 100s for a set of 20 on incline dumbbell bench, and we did another set of 20 on flat. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, this is way too light. We gotta put some weight on this. Running. We stopped for a quick lunch at the Windjammer. I got me some sweet chili chicken and a very safe option on my left with a hamburger and some french fries. The sweet chili chicken tastes delicious, lots of flavor, lots of sweetness. I was right by the front where it says International Foods at, threw it on some rice. So we got a healthy plate right here, and then we got a not so healthy plate with french fries. Okay, just got done eating lunch. I feel like I've changed my clothes so many times today. So what's this, my third outfit today? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's my third outfit today. But yeah, it's like 2 o'clock. We're gonna go do some more activity. And hey, look in the background, there's Atlantis. Yo, that place charged $250 to go to the water park at Atlantis for 5 hours. $50 an hour. Just imagine if you got like a family of like 5 or 6 people, gonna be $1,500 for 5 hours. And they say Disney World is expensive. Better forget about it. Okay, right now we about to go back to trivia, where I'm gonna get some redemption from the last trivia round. We not going out with only 25% of the questions correct. This time we going for half. We going for more than half. We going for 99%. We going for first place. I'm not gonna let these people down in the trivia room outdo me in trivia, because this time I'm ready and I know what answers to give. We taking first place, nothing less than the best. Okay, like I said, we back for revenge. Landmarks of the World is the next trivia event. And I'm getting every single answer right. We're not missing nothing.
2 hours of tell you what it is. Do you know it, girls? Do you know it? When I was on this place, who already been here, fences all is a really beautiful. I'm curious. So I recommend you try to you got this place right. 25.
Okay, I just redeemed myself in trivia. The last trivia we did, it was horrible. I think we got last place, but this time we got 35 out of 40 possible points, and I got third place in the room, only about 2 or 3 points away from that first place position. But this year I'm going to go see the 7 Wonders of the World, so that's why I knew so many of the landmarks and so many of the countries they were in. Hey, yo, when I walked over here, I was so confused of what's going on. All these guys over here watching the football game while the performance is going on at the same time, but I guess they're doing rehearsals for the show, so they're practicing for the show while all these guys are watching NFL. A very strange thing to see here on the Aqua Theater. Okay, I know I said I was going to do the rock wall climb earlier, but we walked up to the rock wall area, and the line was so long. I was like, yeah, forget this. It was like a super long line of like kids. It was probably like 30 kids in that line to get on the wall. So I just was like, you know what? I want to just go back to the room and do nothing. So I went and got some ice cream, and then I went to Loco Fresh and got a burrito and grabbed some lemonade and fruit punch, mixed it all together, and came back to my room and just played mobile games on my phone and watched anime and took a nap for probably like 4 hours, from about 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock at night. And at that time, it was time. My mom was hitting me up for dinner, so we went to the main dining hall to have dinner. Rating my dinner, the French onion soup was excellent. I would give that like a 9 out of 10. The steak was like a 5 out of 10. That royal chocolate cake, bad, horrible. A 3 out of 10 for that royal chocolate cake that I had on board. That dinner was like, it was a lot going on. They had a dance party, conga line, at dinner time, with people dancing through the restaurants, the service people dancing through the restaurants. They did a whole long announcement before they served us our main entrees at dinner time. And after they went through all this stuff, yelling on the microphone, dancing, it was very overstimulating for a dinner. I was trying to relax. I mean, if you want to relax, I guess, book one of the premium restaurants, because the main dining, the last night, it was just so much going on. I thought I was going to have an anxiety attack at freaking dinner. It was so much commotion in that room. And then after they did all these loud announcements and dance parties, then they went through and did the announcements again in Spanish, like even louder than it was in the first time they announced it in English. Okay, after that, we went to the ice show. One thing people do not talk about in these videos is how cold, how freezing cold they have it in some parts of the ship. Actually, most of the ship is really cold in here. If you don't like cold weather, if you get cold easily, like me. Look, I got this long sweater, heavy duty sweater thing that I brought, and I'm still freezing to death on this ship. Studio B with the ice show was fantastic. They doing all kinds of stunts. The music selection was excellent. The choreography was great. The studio, freezing. It had to have been like 62 degrees in there. I was in the front row right by the ice. It's super cold. I almost got up and left the show just because I was so cold on the front row. So make sure, even though we're in the Caribbean, bring some cold weather clothes if you get cold easily. It's freezing on this ship. Bring some hoodies, bring a sweater, bring a turtleneck, bring some heavy duty pants, some long socks and whatnot. It is cold inside of here. Extra cold. Okay, after the ice show, we went and watched the comedy show.
Who got late? Anybody? Got a lot of freaks in here. Front row, pretty quiet though. Sam, nobody had any sex. Brutal.
He was calling out the poor people. Only a few of you clapped. Because you shouldn't have clapped. There ain't no poor people on here. This ain't Carnival. This is a nice ship. A lot of shit going on, man. Every ship ain't the same. You saw Carnival. You saw that motherfucker out there. It already looked like it was on fire. The Dollar General of the Seas right there.
Okay, it's the last night on board. I was about to just call it a wrap for the night because this is like 11:45 after the comedy show, but we're going to go ahead and walk around and just see what is going on the last night before everybody has to get up at like 7 o'clock in the morning and get off this ship. Okay, so it's the last day of the cruise, day number 4. It's time to go ahead and get off the boat. We have to get off the boat really early. This is our first cruise. We had no idea like what time we had to get off the boat, but luckily housekeeping put a little like piece of paper in the room that told us like where we could have breakfast at this final day and what time we had to get off the ship. Everybody has to be headed towards the exit by 8:30 a.m. at the latest. So I'm going to grab some breakfast and we're going to go ahead and head up out of here. Would I sail on this ship again? Definitely. This ship was fun. I know my mom absolutely loved this cruise. I'm pretty sure she would probably come on this cruise next weekend if I asked her to come on another cruise. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this vlog of me talk about my time on the ship. And I hope you and your family have an amazing and wonderful vacation wherever you guys are planning on going next. Have an amazing time. Value that time with your family. Take them someplace special. Take them someplace nice. And until next time.